Today I am going to explain the concept of 10th class subject physics, chemical equations. So look at here, father of chemistry is Antony Lavoisier. Chemical equations comes under chemistry. Okay. So the name of the lesson is chemical equations. What do you mean by the term chemical equations? It represents a chemical reaction. For example, C plus O2 gives rise to CO2. That is, two different elements combining together to give rise a new product. That is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. One of the element is carbon, one more element is oxygen. As we combine these, we are getting a new product. Such kind of substances is said to be what? Chemical substances. Okay. And chemical equations represents reactants, products and other physical states. So in the chemical equation, we have two natures. One is reactants will be there and one more is products will be there. Look at here. This term is said to be reactants. C plus O2 is said to be reactants. Left side is referred as reactants, whereas right side term is said to be products. Right side term is said to be products. Here reactants is also called as left hand side rule. Reactants is also called as what? Left hand side rule. Products is also called as right hand side rule. Right hand side rule. Okay. Next, look at the lesson, page number 20. Look at the lesson. We have discussed in the previous classes on different changes that occur around us. We have classified those changes into physical and chemical changes. N number of changes regularly we are going to be seen in our day-to-day life. Right? So what are the responsible reasons for changes in our surrounding areas? Let us see here two types of changes. One is physical change. One is physical change. One more is chemical changes. Physical change in the sense, if the object regains its original state. Object regains its original state. Example, squeezing a sponge. So let us consider one duster, right? This is duster. I am squeezing this duster. What happens? The size of the duster becomes very small or too small. If I leave my hand, what happens? It comes back to its original state. Such kind of substances is said to be physical changes. Is it clear? Example one more is solid to liquid conversion. Solid conversion to liquid conversion. Example, ice cubes to water form. Okay. Ice cubes are going to be converted in the form of water, and once again the water will be changes into solid form. This is also best example for physical change. Okay. In physical change, we doesn't have the chance of estimating the color changes. But in chemical changes, we can notice the color change. The structure of the product begins to be changes. The size of the structure may vary or changes. Look at here. Chemical change is a permanent change. Chemical change is a permanent change, where physical change is a temporary change. In this chemical change, the object will not regain its original state. In this chemical change, object will not regain its original state. Example, burning of crackers. Burning of crackers. As we burn the crackers, let us assume this is a cracker, right? As we burn this cracker, what happens? It converts into a fine powder. It converts into a fine powder in the form of ash. That means a new substance is obtained in chemical reaction or in chemical change. Such kind of substances is referred as chemical changes. Okay. Next, even more examples have been listed in page number 20. Look at here. One more example is making a chapati. This is also one of the best example for chemical change. That means permanent change. Once if you have prepared the chapati, it doesn't have the chance of converting into flour. That is the reason this is a permanent change. It will not regain its original state. Next, squeezing a sponge is temporary change. That is physical change. Burning of crackers is a chemical change. That means chemical changes are permanent changes. Next one is exposing iron nails to air. If we expose the iron nails for a maximum duration for sunlight or to air, what happens? The color of the iron nails is going to be fade up. It loses its original color. It turns into brown color. Silver white is going to be turns into brown color. It doesn't have the chance of gaining its original nature. So this is also example for chemical change. All the chemical changes are permanent changes. All the chemical changes are permanent changes. Even one more example is powdered lime added to water. That means calcium oxide. When it is reacted with water, we are getting a new product. That is calcium hydroxide. CaOH taken twice is calcium hydroxide. Calcium oxide, quicklime. When it is reacted with water, formula for water is H2O. Molecular weight of water is 18. Gives rise to calcium hydroxide. That means a new substance is obtained here. This is also best example for chemical change. Okay. Next, one more example is process of digestion. The process of digestion comes under chemical change. Why? Because the food materials breaks down into smaller molecules. Similarly, the salivary glands present in mouth helps in the breaking of food materials. Okay, helps in the breaking down of food materials. There is a formation of new substance. That's the reason process of digestion comes under chemical change. Comes under chemical change. Next one is ripening of the mango. This is a irreversible process. It means this comes under physical state and chemical state. Why? Because as the fruit is ripened, the taste may vary. The taste may vary. This is an example for physical. Once the seed is going to be placed underneath of the earth surface, again it has the chance of obtaining a new plant. That is the reason this comes under chemical change. Okay, ripening of mango is the best example for physical and chemical changes. So look at here. What changes do you notice? Are the physical change or chemical changes? Are they temporary changes or permanent changes? In all the above process, the nature of original substances may or may not be obtained depending upon the selected one. Yes or not? దాని యొక్క నేచర్ ఎలా అయితే ఉంటుందో దాన్ని బట్టి మనము వాటిని కెమికల్ చేంజెసా లేకపోతే ఫిజికల్ చేంజెసా అనేది నోటీస్ చేయగలుగుతాము. నెక్స్ట్ ఈస్ how do we know that a chemical reaction has taken place? ఒక కెమికల్ రియాక్షన్ అనేది ఏ విధంగా జరుగుతుంది, ఒకవేళ జరిగినప్పుడు ఎలాంటి ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది? దట్ మీన్స్ ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ చేంజ్ ఇన్ స్టేట్ అండ్ కలర్. Once the chemical reaction has been taken place, definitely it may focus on state and color. State and color. Second one is heat energy is released. Heat energy is released. Third one is precipitate is formed. precipitate is formed. Next, last one is evolution of gas. Evolution of gas maybe takes place. These are the 4 factors which influence the chemical reaction. Okay, next concept. Let us perform some activities to know whether the given activity comes under physical state or chemical state. Before starting here, look at activity 1. Page number 21. Activity 1 is given that write an activity for calcium oxide reacts with water. Right. Before performing the experiment, we are having the reactants, we are having the products term. Yes or not? What do you mean by the term reactants? The chemical substances which are participating in chemical reactions are said to be reactants. And obtained new products is referred as product term. Example, calcium oxide reacts with water. Okay, 2 different elements combining together gives rise to a new product. This is final obtained product. These are referred as what? Products. This is said to be what? Reactants. Okay, look at the activity now. Take about 1 gram of quicklime, that is calcium oxide, in a beaker. So select one beaker. Okay, I have selected one beaker. Now try to add 1 gram of calcium oxide. After adding this calcium oxide, we must add 10 ml of water. We must add what? 10 ml of water. Okay, I have selected 10 ml of water. I have added 10 ml of water. Look at one. After adding 10 ml of water to it, what we have to do? Touch the beaker with your finger. What I have told? We must touch the beaker with the help of your hand. What do you observe or what do you notice? We feel hot. We feel hot. Why? What is the reason? Because calcium oxide, when it is reacts with water, it releases heat energy. What is the reason? Calcium oxide, when it is reacts with water, it releases heat energy. That is the reason when we touch this beaker, we notice hot or we feel hot. Do you notice that beaker is hot when you touch it? Yes. The reason is the calcium oxide, when it is mixed up or reacts with water, it releases heat energy. Calcium oxide dissolves in water. Yes or not? Calcium oxide dissolves in water completely and gives colorless solution. And it gives colorless solution. Calcium oxide completely dissolves in water and it gives colorless solution. Test the nature of the solution with litmus paper. Now, what is the obtained solution is there? You have to test the entire solution. That means colorless solution. You have to test with litmus paper. With litmus paper. We have 2 litmus papers, right? Red litmus and blue litmus papers. So now try to test this entire solution with red litmus. It turns with red litmus paper will turns into blue litmus paper. Turns into blue litmus paper. As you introduce this red litmus, it has the chance of converting into blue litmus paper. By this, we can say that the nature of the solution is basic in nature. The nature of the solution is basic in nature. Right. All the bases are bitter in taste. All the bases are bitter in taste. Remember. Next one is bases are soapy to touch. Bases are soapy to touch. Soapy to touch. Next one. Bases have the chance of converting from red to blue litmus paper. Red to blue litmus paper. All these bases are just like salt crystals. Just like salt crystals. Example of bases is potassium hydroxide, KOH, potassium hydroxide. Next, KMNO4, potassium permanganate, CuSO4, copper sulfate. All these three examples comes under bases. So whenever you touch these bases, just it will appear in the form of salt. Okay. At the same time, very soft in nature or soapy to touch. Is it clear? Next one. This is the first activity, introduction plus activity. Thorough with this activity and try to copy down your notebook.